If you haven't seen the previous video in this series, click the link in the description down below. Hey guys, it's my Light Guy, and today we are going to be rewriting everything in BVS, from the god-awful Marvel scene to Batman killing. We will be rewriting everything from the ground up. Instead of having Wayne's murdered for the a billionth time, we'd see Jason Todd get murdered instead of Dick Grayson. Which for some reason in the DCU they've swapped out Jason with Dick Grayson for some reason, and they made Jared Leto the Joker, when we all know it should have been Willem Dafoe. After the Joker killed Jason Todd, Batman would try and track down the Joker, and when he finds him, Batman says to the Joker,
"No, not this time. You're not gonna kill anyone at all, ever again."
right before beating the Joker to a bloody pulp. See Joker's teeth come out. See he's like just bleeding everywhere. I want to see a gory fight scene with the Joker not fighting at all, and Batman would have to get stopped by Nightwing. Batman, don't do it. It's what he wants. Don't. Please, this won't bring back Jason back. This won't make Oracle walk again. This won't bring your parents back. Please, Batman, don't do it. Bruce would look at his hands, and we would cut to darkness. We cut to 2 years later, where we see Clark versus Brainiac from the last movie, and we see it from Bruce's perspective, and he's retired as Batman. But now, seeing all the destruction from Metropolis, he's willing to come back, and he's willing to do what he didn't do to the Joker. He's willing to kill this time. Because if Superman is willing to kill, then Batman is. Was that just a siren? I don't know what that's about really. I don't know why is. I don't know what was it, a police siren or was it like a fire siren? Can't tell. Anyways, we cut to a few moments later, where we see Clark's life doing pretty good, and Lois is pregnant, and Clark has a new best friend named Jimmy Olsen. Everything is going all fine and dandy. Clark, Lois, and Jimmy get told to interview Mayor Lex Luthor, who's trying to run for mayor again, and is Clark's old friend. But when I say old friend, I mean that they're no longer friends, because Lex hates Clark because he knows he's Superman, and the reason why he hates him is because Superman made him bald. That's usually why he hates him in the comics. That's always why he hates him. Don't know why I said usually. It's one of the main reasons why he hates him for some reason. I kind of find it a bit funny. So yeah, we go on with that. Lisa says that he's got a business deal, and who he's got the business deal with? Bruce Wayne. And the reason why Bruce wants to make a business deal with Lex Luthor is because he wants kryptonite, but Lex won't give it to him. So Bruce goes as Batman and steals it. We see the same fight scene from BVS when he's trying to save Martha, but this time he's in it for himself. He's trying to steal the kryptonite, and we don't see him kill anyone, but it's like he almost can kill someone, you know? It's like it's a more brutal fight scene, what I'm trying to say, without him killing anyone. He does get a few hits in, and he gets hit a lot, like the fight scene from the Batman. And this would just show how long Batman has been gone for, and how he's a bit rusty. But we still see him plan out his attacks, which is Batman. Batman always uses prep time. I hate it when it happens, but goddammit, that is Batman. After we see Bruce get the kryptonite, we see Superman appear, and he's like, hey, you're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to be taking the kryptonite. Bruce is like,
You're not supposed to be here too, Kryptonian.
because if we're gonna show Batman's badass nature, we best show him as a detective, because that's what he is. He's a detective for crying out loud. Clark grabs Bruce, and Bruce just grabs Clark's hand and throws him out of crate. Clark's like, how did you do that? And Bruce just smiles and says,
Because I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman.
I'd also add on, are you dense? Are you retarded? Who do you think I am? I'm the goddamn Batman. Or, because I'm Batman. Or something like that. The two fight for a bit, obviously with Clark winning, but Bruce customizes one of his batarangs on the spot to make a kryptonite batarang and chucks it at Clark, making him bleed for the first time. Clark tries to fly away, but Bruce uses every gadget that he has, his artillery, but Clark just pushes him away, just puts his hand on his chest, does that, he usually does, and says, I don't have time for you, and flies away. And Bruce just utters underneath his breath, coward. Clark flies off, but gets a phone call as soon as he's gonna go head to the Fortress of Solitude. And it's Lois. Clark answers it and asks, You alright, Lois? What do you want? And Lois says, Clark, I don't know where I am. Some random person's got me. I don't know who he is, but he says they want something from you. It says if you don't come here right now, it's going to kill you. Clark just flies off, trying to find Lois. Clark eventually finds Lois in a hospital. Clark sees Lois strapped down, some urgent supplies next to her, and a bomb and a detonator. Lois says, Clark, you shouldn't have come. You should be come here. Clark says, why? Right before getting knocked out by some gas, kryptonite gas, and we can hear laughter in the background. We cut to Clark and Lois being tied up, and we see Lex Luthor and the Joker standing next to each other. The Joker says to the two, no, isn't this funny? A god hanging out with basically a mere nobody. And we see Harley Quinn just laugh and Joker, since he's a terrible person, backhand her. So we finally get to see why the Joker and Lex Luthor are working together now. The reason why the two are working together is because they want Superman to be over. They want Superman not to exist. They want him to be gone. They want him to be dead, or his reputation to be ruined, so they don't have to worry about any other future crimes they will be committing. Lex, he wants revenge. Joker, he just wants to prove that one bad day can ruin anyone's life, can make one person go insane. And he just wants to commit crimes. So the reason why Joker has brought Harley Quinn with him is because Harley Quinn is going to perform surgery on Lois. And she's going to be putting a detonator onto Lois's heart. So when it goes off, it blows up Metropolis. Now, I'm going to be kind of adapting Injustice, but I'm going to be tweaking it. You see, if Superman doesn't kill Batman, or do something with Batman, then the bomb would go off. It'll kill everyone. And Batman is going to fight Superman because of Metropolis. he killed so many people on Metropolis. So that's why they're going to fight. So Superman agrees because he doesn't want to see anyone get killed, and even though he doesn't want to kill Batman, he has to do it. Clark flies to Gotham and ignites the bat signal that gets Bruce's attention. And Bruce knows it's Superman by some miracle, so he gets the suit on. Not the BVS suit, not the mech suit, because that suit, to me, looks a bit shit. And I don't really like seeing Batman in a mech, so we're going with this. Clark tries to reason with Bruce, saying that he's trying to do this to save everyone. He's trying to do this to save his family. And Bruce, he just goes all in. He brings out every piece of tech that he's got and beats the living hell out of Clark. And Clark keeps saying, listen, you have to understand, I'm doing this to save my family. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to kill anyone. I'm doing this so I can, but Bruce won't listen to him whatsoever. He's doing this whether he has to kill Superman or not. He's going to fight him to the death. And Clark begrudgingly has to fight him to the death. But he just goes easy on him. He's doing this, if he's going to fight someone, he's going to do it his own way. And we do eventually get the Marth scene. Well, this time it switched out with Lois. And this time with us showing Jason's death at the beginning. The Joker, she has Lois.
Why did you say that name?
Save Lois.
Why did you say the Joker's name? Why did you say his name? Why?
He has Lois. Save Lois. And Clark, before he's about to die, says, at least save my kid. And Bruce stops, takes his cowl off. Bruce realizes that he's about to become the gun that killed his parents. He's going to do the exact same thing. So Bruce stops. And Clark gets up. The Joker. He has my wife. He's about to kill everyone in Metropolis. He does the same. He did the same with my son. He killed Jason. Hold on for 1 sec. Bruce, by miracle, finds where Lois is and he hops into the Batmobile. Stay here. And Clark, pulling out the kryptonite that Bruce pointed to his shoulder, says, no, I'm going with. Because I want to help. I'm not doing this to help. I'm not doing this for my own gain. I'm doing this to help people. Bruce realizes that's why he was supposed to be doing all these years. That's why he suited up as the Batman. To make sure that no 8-year-old boy loses his parents ever again. So Bruce agrees. And the two set off to find the Joker and Lex. The two enter the room that the Joker's in. Oh, you two haven't killed each other yet? Oh, that's fine. I'll just kill you. I'll just kill you myself. Joker gets out a kryptonite knife and he just charges that Clark. And Bruce just uses one. Bruce just punches him. One hit to take the Joker down. The way that Batman's supposed to take down all his enemies with one hit. and he just starts beating him up, and just Clark just holds him back so he doesn't use one last hit to kill him. And Bruce just goes home. Clark saves Lois and can't find Lex. He's gone. But Clark's just left to wonder what did the Joker do? So Clark does some investigating. Clark does some digging and finds out everything about the Bat family. So he goes to everyone of the Bat family's house. Finds Nightwing, he finds Oracle, he finds Batwoman, he finds everyone. And they all tell him what happened to Jason. They all tell him what happened to Bruce's parents. They all tell him what happened to Oracle. They all tell him everything that bad happened to Bruce. And Clark just goes to Wayne Manor to see how his new friend is doing. Okay, so Clark meets up with Bruce in Wayne Manor, and the two have a little chit chat for a bit. Bruce says that he misses Jason, and ever since Jason died, he's been a bit of a violent hero, and that he wants him back, and he really misses him. Clark says he's never had that pain in his life, and he doesn't understand it until he met the Joker, and the Joker taken Lois. He thought that he was going to the Joker was going to kill Lois, but thanks to Bruce, he saved her life, and the two come to an agreement that they won't start fights anymore. They'll try and help each other. They'll help each other every now and again. And Bruce says, "What if there's something like of the Joker and like Lex come together again?" And Clark says, "Well, why don't we make it so that they don't come together again? What if we make a team?" Bruce agrees, and they shake hands. And that's the end of the movie. Shit, I forgot about end credits. Okay, so we see a middle-aged man with a Coles gun, freezing tons of people, running out of the bank with tons of money, and then he gets stopped by another middle-aged man with yellow boots. Cool party, Snort. And the audience groans because that was a terrible joke. Next video won't be a DCEU rewrite, but a theory video. Stay tuned for The Simpsons Radiation Theory. This is where I watched my parents die, Raphael. Coward bummer. This is a new part of the video segments where I just go over nothing and I go on and on and on. And I read a little bit of a comic panel and just supposed to laugh because it's supposed to be funny. And if you don't like it, then hit the dislike button. Oh wait, you can't.